You're listening to Rockers in Recovery Radio. If you'd like to find out more information, go to rockersinrecovery.com or Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Hey, it's John Hollis, Rockers in Recovery Media. We're dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery education. We do this through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober communities. If you want to check out more, you can go to rockersinrecovery.com and click on About. Gives you all the information. Coming up here pretty rapidly in February 11th, 2017, the 6th Annual Love of Recovery Free Community Music Festival. It's going to be happening right here in C.B. Smith Park down here in South Florida. We have produced these free events across the country to the tune of, this is our 26th concert production and festival production and meet and greet production. It's to be able to educate and hopefully get some people help that are looking for help. It's open to the recovery community, free to all, and it's also open to anybody seeking education and, of course, anything that has to do with addiction recovery. If you're seeking education, come on out. We, of course, want to thank everybody for being a part of Rockers in Recovery, listening to us on a daily basis. You can catch us every night at 10 o'clock. Today we have Charlotte Day talking music and recovery. Charlotte has been in the field since 2012 for the substance abuse field, but most importantly, she's a lady that's dedicated to and has a passion to serve God and help others. We're going to get her on the phone and we're going to talk more to Charlotte right now. Charlotte, how you doing today, hon?
I'm doing well, John. Thank you so much. I can't complain about a thing.
That's hey, listen, a day at a time. We get to carry the message and get to help others. So let's start out with, where did your recovery begin, and we'll go from there.
My recovery began when I was in my early 20s. I was very addicted to several different forms of chemicals. You know, I can tell you that I drank a lot and did a lot of drugs, and my life crashed, and I needed some serious help, and I'm ever so grateful for different 12-step programs that were able to help me at that time. And I can tell you, God intervened and got me the help I needed, because I knew if I did not get to the point where I hit bottom and asked for help, I was going to die, you know, and this thing really had me. I mean, I was dying, and God saved me, and I'm just ever so thankful for that. That's why I'm so passionate about helping others to be able to find the same help and to find the help that they need to get clean and sober and to live a life that is free from active addiction, because it is a chronic, progressive, fatal illness, and without help, you know, a lot of us don't make it. So I'm privileged to be alive, and I'm privileged to serve.
Beautiful message. Where did the music come in for you?
I have been into music since I was a kid, and music, I believed, also kind of helped save my life, because music would serve as a purpose for me to be able to have an outlet, you know, to use. And music's very powerful. It changes how we feel. You know, music can influence people to make good decisions or not so great decisions. For me, music has served a very powerful tool in my recovery, you know, and I have a music degree, and I did it for quite a while, you know, serving God and using music to help me do that, and, you know, entertaining people, and, you know, bringing recovery to people through the venue of different art forms. So that's another blessing that I have that background in music.
Great stuff. Christian substance abuse programs. Let's talk a little bit about that. You have created and developed a few.
Yes. I started in my journey in the substance abuse field, and I just had a little bit of an interest in helping to promote Christian programs. So I've created for 3 different centers programs that are based on substance abuse that incorporate biblical principles and help those clients that are interested in being able to have a Christian element to their treatment, be able to have a balance, of substance abuse, learning the addiction education, and also incorporating their faith and have a balanced treatment plan to help them do that. So that's been a really, really cool way for me to give back and to also serve God and to have a career.
You're also an associate pastor, is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What do you?
I have the privilege of.
Give us a little bit of background on it.
I serve out at Pratt Memorial Holy Spirit Church, which is out in Miami. So I serve there on Sundays, and they're very dedicated on helping to change the environment because it's a little bit on the drug-infested and gang-related side. So they're working very diligently on being able to create different avenues for the youth to be able to find ways of, learning about themselves, finding healthy coping skills other than getting involved in a lot of the activities that are out there that are not so healthy. So it's a real opportunity and privilege to be there, and I'm ever so grateful to have that opportunity to be there as well.
Do you feel that there's a lot of things going on right now, and we all know that the heroin epidemic and the opioid epidemic is just devastating the country. We're getting ready to have a festival here in South Florida in regards to Unite to Fight Addiction and, of course, the Love of Recovery Free Community Music Festival. But and you're a part of that. You're actually speaking at the meet and greet, and you're also speaking or playing at the festival the next day. You're going to be playing some music with the bands that are going to be there. And one of the things that I wanted to find out is, what is your take on what's happening with the whole crisis now across the country? Give us a little bit of what you feel is going on.
Well, I feel that I think that there's an epidemic that is happening that's more of a spiritual crisis than anything. I think that there is a generation of us out there that are basically looking for something to fill the void. And people are turning to substances more so at a quicker rate, in my opinion. And due to that fact, I feel that the heroin epidemic is it's like the perfect storm, because of all the uncertainty in our country, and people are searching spiritually, and I feel that there's a lot of fear-based thought patterns going on in people's minds in our country at this time, and it's kind of like I said previously, the perfect storm, and now the heroin epidemic, and it's killing our addicts, right and left, and due to that, the combination, then we're having a nationwide crisis. And I feel that if we don't do something as a community, a recovering community like yourself, who's done an amazing job with creating the venue of bringing awareness and education, if we don't do something, we're going to lose. I can't even begin to predict how many of us to this illness because of these different factors, in my opinion, that are going on nationwide. And that's why things like this are so important, because it's saving lives every day. In my opinion, what you do, I feel that very strongly you're saving lives and making a difference. And I think we all need to really come together.
Yes, absolutely. It's pretty cool because today, rocking out up in Ohio today, there's some great work going on. A guy named Ken Fraser. He had an free addiction education and prevention rock concert up there. And today they gave away 25 scholarship beds. So this is the people that could not afford treatment that came to the festival in Ohio. And here they were able to help 25 souls get treatment that would have not been able to get treatment without them. So this is about everybody coming together for education and prevention, and most importantly, getting help for people that want it and need it. and for family members that have no clue what to do. I mean, you know, I mean, you're a professional. Let's talk about right now what you would say to the listener that's a family member that has no clue what to do with little Johnny, because I was a little Johnny.
Oh, most definitely. Family members, I really feel for family members because oftentimes they just have, like you said, they have no idea what to do. The first thing would be to do your best that you can to recognize that it's not a personal attack or decision, that addiction is an illness, it's a disease, and there's no component of choice for an addict, that an addict will continue to use until something is done to help remove the barriers and get them into an environment where they can get help. Most of the time, an addict will not be able to stop using on their own without help. So knowing that, you know, I feel that the family members could get some awareness on enabling and get some awareness on how to stop that cycle, either by calling an interventionist, getting them into treatment, calling, you know, your radio station, you know, reaching out to different recovery-based, you know, resources in the community is imperative. The quicker you take action and do whatever you can to stop the cycle, regardless if little Johnny feels ready or not, the quicker you can help plant the seeds and stop the progression. That's just my opinion.
Well, we appreciate your opinion. On a professional level, I'm sure you've seen the devastation over the years, and it's gotten worse and worse. I mean, I went into a meeting the other night, and, you know, I'm hearing about 3 kids within the ages of, you know, 18 to 25 that are now gone. And this was in just a week, and last week it was even more. Hollywood, Florida is being devastated, 52 overdoses 2 weeks ago in a 2-day time period. I mean, it's just insane. So, Charlotte, in closing, give us a little bit of how you feel that, you know, taking God and putting God into your life today is a benefit, because a lot of people, you know, hey, listen, when I came into recovery, I didn't want to hear about God. I didn't want to hear about it. Mm-hmm. So, and it took me a process to be able to understand that I have a God in my life today. So for people that might not want to hear that, what would you say?
A lot of times when somebody is coming into recovery, people have resentments, and it takes a little while to get through that. So what really, in my thoughts on that are these, that God is for us, even if we don't see it and believe it. And sometimes you have to believe that those around you can love you until you can love yourself and find God. Because a lot of times when people come into recovery, they're so beat up and broken, and they've been so hurt by those around them that it takes a little while to see God's love in their lives, and that's why community is so important. And having those of us around who are available for those that are coming in that are so wounded and hurt in life that they have to wait long enough until they see God in us so that they can find God for themselves through the steps and through their own personal journey and process.
The quote, and this is your quote, I owe everything to the one whom I love, Jesus. In closing, yes. Tell us what you mean.
I owe every single thing that's good in my life to Jesus Christ because of what he did for me and the fact that he did deliver me from such a miserable, dark, awful place and has done nothing but transformed my garbage into gold and given me a purpose today from all of my pain, which serves as my passion to help others. And only he could have done that. So if I had a million tongues in my mouth, I couldn't talk fast enough about how wonderful God is and that he saved such a hot mess like myself and has given me some kind of a purpose, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference today and to, you know, make sense out of all the destruction in my past. which has literally become my destiny. So the most shameful, awful little thing in my closet has been transformed into something useful that I can use for another sick and suffering person out there. And what a great question. Thank you.
You and I know this because I've watched you for years help many, many, many women. And I think what you have done and how you've dedicated your life, and you've stayed consistent with that dedication since I've known you, which is a long time. And I believe that I believe that God puts people in your way, and some of them are really, really crazy. I know some of them. They used to run with me, and you've been able to help them and to help them to dedicate their life and turn their life around. You're a wonderful lady. I am, in awe of you when I see the work that you do and the people that you help. I'm grateful to have you on our radio show, and most importantly, I am, grateful that you're a part of Rockers in Recovery, and thankful to, what you, give to our cause. You're a great lady, and I want to thank you for being on the show tonight.
It's a real privilege. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to serve and to be a part of this. Thank you, John.
You rock.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Okay, sounds great.
Sure.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, guys. There you go. Charlotte Day, Music and Recovery. You just heard it here at Rockers in Recovery Radio. Check us out at rockersinrecovery.com and click on the About page. You'll see it. It gives you a lot of information. We're glad you tuned in. Thank you for being a part of the show tonight. God bless. We're out.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.